Hi, thanks for watching this solo playthrough of Thor Odin's Son versus Ultron. I have just one last thing to do for setup, which is Crimson Cowl places the top card of my deck into play as a drone, which is 1/1/1, one scheme, one attack, one hit point, and then just draw my opening hand. So I'm drawing 5 cards. Asgard, that's a great start. Under Surveillance, also a great start. I don't have quite enough resources to play both of them. So I'm gonna, whoa, except for Defender of the Nine Realms, could get me there, Is it worth doing that and bringing in a big old minion? Probably not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discard all 3 of these cards and hope for a double resource card. No good. Interesting. Okay, well now I've got a hard choice, but definitely starting my turn. I'm going to use Worthy action, search your deck and discard pile for a for the Mjolnir upgrade and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Limit once per round. All right, so I've got Mjolnir in hand. So now the question is, do I play? I could play God of Thunder and Asgard, which is tough to discard under Surveillance, but there is another one in the deck. I'm just going to go for that. I'm going to flip to Thor. I'm going to spend Lockjaw and 4 Asgard to play God of Thunder. I'm going to use it to generate a resource. Use Under Surveillance and Mjolnir to play Asgard. And then attack this minion. Kills him. That was the energy I was looking for. That's all right. I'm now set up with drawing an extra card and having an extra resource. So that's a great start. Although I would have loved to have Under Surveillance out. Drawing 5 cards. Concussive Blow. Whoa, with the Power of Justice. That'll help. If I could get Avengers Mansion out, that would be amazing too. But then God of Thunder too. Okay, this is a great second hand. So for Ultron, he's going to add 1 threat to Crimson Cowl. Then he's going to attack me. I'm not going to block, so he's going to attack for 2. Plus 2 more is 4. Bringing me down to 10. And it says, after Ultron attacks you, choose to either place 1 threat on the main scheme or put the top card of your deck into play, face down engaged with you as a drone minion. I'm going to have him put the top card of my deck into play as a minion, because that will trigger Have At Thee, which makes me draw 2 cards. Hammer Throw and Thor's Helmet. Thor's Helmet being better in this instance, because I don't have the hammer out. Now this guy also attacks me, so that brings me down to 9 health, unfortunately. And then an encounter comes out. So I get dealt an encounter. Oh, shoot. It's advance. So he advances for 1. Whoa. Boost. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. So I did 1 damage on Thor, down to 8. That was really lucky. So 1 threat gets added to the Crimson Cowl. I kind of foresaw that, though. I mean, to be frank, I didn't add the 1 threat, hoping that if he did advance, that maybe he would draw a 0. I didn't expect it would be Concussive Blast. I thought maybe it'd be an assault or something. But yeah, so we're still in stage 1, which is great. That was a little bit of luck there, though. So, okay, back to me. I think what I'm going to do is, got lots of options here, but the trouble is I really want to clear that, I have to clear that threat. I'd like this minion to be gone, but I don't think I can do both. So what I think I'm going to have to do, I could play Avengers Mansion. I could do that. It would cost, I could spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Avengers Mansion. Hope to draw something that can like an ally who could, I could also play Lockjaw. Interesting. Well, let's see. So I could play Concussive Blow for, say, those 3. Could play Lockjaw. I could then switch. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play Concussive Blow. So using Power of Justice and God of Thunder. Concussive Blow on Ultron. Dealing him 3 damage and confusing him. I'm also going to attack and kill this drone. I'm then going to spend all 4 of these as resources to play out Lockjaw from my discard pile, which is his ability. I'm going to thwart with him, removing this 2 threat. And I'm going to switch back to Odin's Son, use Worthy to drop Mjolnir, and then spending it as a resource to play Endurance, which pumps me up to 11. And I'm done. And I'll set up and draw 6 cards. I feel good about that. Followeds. Too many followeds. Okay. Ooh, but 2 great allies who maybe I could play. Might be 1 resource short of playing both of them, but let's see. Okay, so it goes back to Ultron. He's going to add 1 threat. He would scheme, but he's confused, so we clear that. He deals me an encounter card, which is Concussive Blast again. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. That's really not too bad. So 1 to me, and then 1 more to Lockjaw, which actually doesn't really affect him at all, which is great. Yeah, and that was his Concussive Blast. Not too scary. Oh wait, no, I do have the resources, because watch this. I'm going to use Worthy again on my turn to draw Mjolnir, which I love doing. And I'm going to then I'm going to recover up to 14. I'm going to switch to Thor. I'm going to then, wow, this is great. I'm going to spend Concussive Blow, Genius, and Followed to play Lady Sif, which readies Thor. And I'm going to use God of Thunder, Followed, and Mjolnir to play Mockingbird, stuns Ultron. And then I think I will attack with Lady Sif and with Thor, each dealing 2 damage to him, bringing him down to 10. And I'm going to thwart with Mockingbird to clear that 1 threat. And then draw back up. That was a great turn. Drawing 5 cards because of Asgard. So I got some thwarting abilities coming out. Goes back to him. He's going to add 1 threat. He would attack, but he's stunned. And encounter cards dealt to me. Repair sequence. He heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. If no damage was healed, the card gains surge. Assault. So he's going to attack me again. I think I want to take the damage. So he's just going to attack me for 2 plus 0. So 2 damage down to 12. And I'll let him add a drone minion because that makes me draw 2 cards. Nick Fury and Strength. That's great. Goes back to me. I'm just going to kill that drone with Mockingbird. I'm going to spend... sorry. Before I do that, I'm going to play Interrogation Room, which then means that clears the 1 threat, because I, as a player, defeated that minion. And I'm going to then spend these 4 resources, Strength, Lightning Strike, Defender of the 9 Realms, to play Nick Fury after I attack with Lockjaw. So Lockjaw deals 2 damage. Then I'm going to play Nick Fury. Sorry, I'm being a little bit loose right now with my timing of this. Nick Fury is going to draw me 3 cards. Sorry, I had to pause there for a second. My daughter woke up. All right, so I had just played Nick Fury, I believe. And so now I'm looking at Downtime and Surveillance Team, I think is what I want to play. So I'm going to discard Jessica Jones to play Downtime and discard both Hammer Throws to play Surveillance Team, which comes in with 3 counters. And then I'm going to attack with Nick Fury and Thor, and I think Lady Sif as well, dealing 6 damage down to 2. So we're blazing through stage 1. And we're set up very well to handle even if we do go in stage 2. But if I can get under surveillance out, that would be amazing. So I don't remember if I don't think I've drawn the next one. So let's see what I draw here. So I draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. My deck reshuffles and I get dealt an encounter card. Okay. So next turn, I'm probably going to want to switch back to Odin's Son and get Mjolnir out there and then start hammer throwing because my deck is way thinned out. I have 9 cards out there right now, 5 cards in my hand. None of them are hammer throw. So there's a bunch of hammer throws in here. I really got to grab Mjolnir and then switch back and just start chucking it. So, okay, so back to him. Ultron is going to add 1 threat. He's going to attack. I'll go ahead and block with Nick Fury. So he attacks for 2 + 2 is 4. Defeats Nick. And then that has to either add 1 threat to the main scheme or a minion. I'm going to add a minion. Draws me 2 cards. Avengers Mansion and God of Thunder. I'm glad I still didn't get Hammer Throw. I don't have to discard that or anything. And then the drone's also going to attack me. I'll lose 1 health to that. Then an encounter card gets dealt to me, so I've got facing 2 encounter cards. So let's do one of them. Program Transmitter attaches to Ultron. After he schemes, plus 1 threat on each side scheme. Also, his scheming is +1, which is not good. And then the other encounter is Advanced Ultron Drone, who has Guard. I don't really like him, but he'll make me draw more cards because he's going to put another minion into play when he's killed. So that's not the worst. I'm more worried about that Program Transmitter, but I could, if I needed to, I could spend a couple mental resources to take care of it. But let's see how we're looking. So coming back around to our turn, I think what I'll start by doing is going ahead and, I think I'll go ahead and attack the drone with both Lady Sif and Thor. Killing the drone puts another drone into play, engaged with me, and then that makes me draw 2 cards. Darn, there's a hammer throw. Might have to hold on to that. And then I think what I'll do is I definitely need under surveillance out there. And I'm not going to worry about the power transmitter right now. So I'm going to spend Power of Justice to play under surveillance on Crimson Cowl. I'm going to use God of Thunder and Helicarrier, I think. God of Thunder and Helicarrier to play God of Thunder. I'm going to use God of Thunder, Strength, and 4 Justice to play Daredevil. And then I'm going to flip to Odin's Son. By the way, the 1 threat from the main scheme was removed when that drone was killed because of Interrogation Room. I'm going to draw into hand Mjolnir using Worthy. Oops. Oh no! It must be one of these drones. That stinks. Okay, well, that's never happened to me. Shoot. So I can't grab Mjolnir. That's annoying. And then I might as well, though, I think, attack with these guys. So Daredevil and Mockingbird are going to kill these guys. I should have killed them first so I could make sure I drew Mjolnir. Dang, that was a mistake. All right, well, I'm going to discard Avengers Mansion, draw now 6 cards, and ready up. Shoot, a little misstep. Hopefully it doesn't cost me. Back to Ultron. He's going to add 1 threat. Then he's going to scheme for 1+1 +1, and he heals 1 for each drone minion engaged with me, which is none. So he adds 3 threat, which normally would be enough because under surveillance makes it not enough. An encounter comes up, gang up. It says Surge and Alter Ego. Concussion blasters. Oh no, he gains retaliate 1. I have to spend 2 energy resources, which I've got plenty of, so I'm probably gonna take care of that when I switch over. Okay, back to me. I'm really worthy this time. Gonna grab Mjolnir. Because isn't there a time where Thor is like not feeling worthy? That's how I felt. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use Lockjaw to play Mjolnir. I'm gonna flip to Thor. I'm gonna spend, I think, energy to clear the concussion blasters. And then God of Thunder, both tapped, and Interrogation Room to play. Whoa, wow. Back up for a second. Attacking Ultron with Thor, dealing 2 damage to him, brings him to stage 2. Which there's no one revealed or anything, so he just starts up at 22. Although it's a nastier ability. But now I'm going to spend those 2 resources, Interrogation Room, to play Hammer Throw. So I'm throwing the hammer at him, deals 8 damage, then the hammer comes back to my hand. So it brings him down to 14. And now, with the hammer, 4 Justice, and Jessica Jones in hand, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Jessica Jones to play the hammer out. And I'm going to thwart with Daredevil, which is going to also deal 1 damage to Ultron. And then I think I'll hold on to 4 Justice, just on the off chance that a bunch of threat comes out and I need to deal with that. So I draw up. Surely I'll draw. Oh, wow. No hammer throws yet. Well, let's see what happens here. I'll be drawing more cards because of his minions. Ultron. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. Then he's going to attack. And I'll just let him attack Thor. It says when he attacks me, put the top card of your deck into play face down engaged with you as a drone minion. This is going to draw me 2 cards. Until the end of this attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you. So he's going to deal 3 damage plus 3 more, 6, down to 5. And this guy's also going to attack me for 1, down to 4. Not good. The encounter comes up. Advanced Ultron drone. Okay. That's not great. Might have to just slow my roll a little bit, as I say. Yeah. So, okay, back to me. Well, I think the best way to do this, to begin with... Wow, I'm not seeing an easy way to deal damage right now. I'm going to go... Oh, well, here's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and thwart with Daredevil. It's going to remove 2 threat. Defeats him. Deals 1 damage to the advanced drone. Thor is going to then attack for 3 because of the hammer. Kills him. Brings a new drone into play, which draws me 2 cards. No hammer throw still. Shoot. Well, Lightning Strike is great. I might as well do Lightning Strike. So I'll play Lightning Strike for, I guess, both of these resources. Well, honestly, I'm going to do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to play it with Defender of the 9 Realms, and then I'm going to do 5x. So it deals 5 damage to both of these guys. Interrogation Room triggers, by the way. Removes a threat. And 5 damage to Ultron, which puts him down to 8. And then I have Thor's helmet. So I'm going to use, well, I'm going to use Genius to remove his program transmitter. And I'm going to spend both of these resources to play Thor's helmet, brings me up to 9. And then I'm going to switch back to Odin's Son and then ready and draw, was it 6 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both the last hammer throws. I have 1 more to draw, and an encounter card is being dealt to me. Throw that over there. I think I've got him. He's only at 8, and I'm at 9 health. And I've got 2 hammer throws in hand, and maybe not quite the resources. Well, I should be able to get the resources if I don't have them already to play this. So, okay, back to Ultron. He's going to add 1 threat to the Crimson Cowl. He's then going to scheme for 2 plus 1 is 3. Again, that would have triggered it, but good old under surveillance stops that from happening. A second encounter card comes out. So advanced Ultron drone comes into play. And swarm attack. Each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. If no attacks were made this way, put the top card of your deck into play face down, engaged with you as a drone minion. So this drone comes into play. And I think that that's it. So back to me. I think the best way to do this would be just straight up flip to Thor and use Lightning Strike for 1 and 1 resource. And that is going to deal 1 damage to this guy, 1 damage to him, and 1 damage to Ultron, down to 7. And then I'm going to attack the drone, kills him, brings into play another drone, which draws me 2 cards. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend these 3 resources to play hammer throw, throw in my hammer at the main drone minion. 7 damage comes through it with the overkill and kills Ultron. It's done. Standard Ultron was pretty standard, I think. Thanks for watching.